everyone, welcome back. It is Friday Favorites and Flops, and I usually sit in a chair, but I'm painting it because I'm painting this room, and so I wanted to paint the chair a little bit lighter of a color. It's like a weird green color from I used to have green accessories in here. So I'm sitting on the bed, so that's why it's like a little bit different of kind of like an angle and everything. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that I filmed another video like this as well. You're probably like, I do not care. So I have 2 flops this week, and one is like only kind of like a semi-flop, but it's been a while since I've had any flops, so I figured I had 2, and like one is like a very interesting one, and I'll tell you why at the end. But I'm going to start off with my favorites, and the first thing up is this e.l.f. palette. I've been wearing this almost all week in some form or fashion. You guys, I always feel like I have a booger hanging on my nose every time I film. It's a true story. Like every single time, I feel like there's like one like hanging in the wind. This is by Aina, and I am so excited to have gotten my hands on this palette because I kept seeing swatches of it, and I was like, I have to pick that up. She is hilarious, gorgeous, just a very like nice person. I met her in person at BeautyCon, and she's just very unassuming, and that's really what I like about people. Once you start to think you are, you know, like the ish, you're really not at that point, because it's like, I don't know. I've been to a lot of events and I've met a lot of different YouTubers. I've seen how a lot of different people have changed with the more subscribers that they get, and that is sometimes the unfortunate thing, but it's always extremely comforting when you find people who are able to be consistent and stay who they are and really be humble in this, because somehow this makes people into really like interesting people. That's all I'm gonna say, but she's a great one, and her personality was amazing, and she was extremely kind and very unassuming, and I appreciated that about her. So I was more than happy to, I love supporting people on YouTube, my friends, or people that I watch on YouTube who have collaborations with different companies. I think it's awesome that YouTube brings such opportunities to people, and I'm always there to be the first one in line to buy their thing or to try it out or to show it on my channel and support, because I just think that's so cool that YouTube opens the doors to provide these opportunities for YouTubers to even like collaborate to, you know, show their side of their creativity with a company. So I was excited when I saw this palette. It is a clay eyeshadow palette, and like I said, it's called J.Glow, and I absolutely loved the colors because these two are matte right here. This is a shimmer color. This one is a beautiful taupey shade, and this is a really pretty aqua. I have this on my eyes today, and I don't know if you can tell, but on my bottom lash line I did the more aqua shade, and I love. So this shade right here I have all over my lid. This is like a really pretty gray taupey shade. I have this one all over my lid. I have this shade on my bottom lash line, this one in my crease, and then this one to darken it up. The only shade that I didn't use today was this one right here. Such a beautiful palette from e.l.f. Really affordable, nice, and like I said, I've been using this in some way all week long. Like I typically have been wearing this longer shade all over in my crease. I love it. It's a gorgeous like shimmery, it has like a shimmery copper to it. I just think this teal is really fun for the lash line or darkening up the outer corner. Really great matte shades. And then I like how this can be like, you can either get a warm look using this shade or like a cooler look using this taupey shade. So I kind of went for the cooler look on my eyes today, but I really have been enjoying this palette. I think it went out of stock or like sold out at first, but I think it probably will come back into stock. I don't know that for sure, but definitely keep your eyes out for the restock of this if that is going to happen. I'll try and look up some information and see if I can find anything, if it's going to be restocked, but if you can get your hands on this, definitely do. It's a great palette. Okay, I've heard a lot of buzz about this concealer from Tarte, and I finally tried it out for myself. The buzz is real. This is the Shape Tape Concealer, And I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw it, I was like, the wand is too big on that. It looks drying under the eyes. I didn't think I was gonna love it, but then I kept hearing a ton of people that I know and personally respect their opinions or always find that we're very similar on stuff, who I know have drier under eyes, say that they love this and that it didn't crease on them. So I went ahead and picked it up. I got mine in the shade Light. I believe there is one lighter than this in Fair, but I find for my skin that Light works the best. And it seems very light. It gives a lot of brightness under the eyes. This is so full coverage, and it doesn't even need to be set. It doesn't. Do you see how big the wand is on this? It's like a jumbo Loney wand. What I really like about it is, honestly, I do like the fact that the big wand. At first I thought I wouldn't like that because, I don't know, I have the Clinique foundation and I don't really like it has like a jumbo wand like this because it's supposed to be used for concealer and foundation, and I just don't like that because I'm like, I don't know, it's just so chunky, like near the eye. I feel like I get too much product, whatever. This works perfectly, really, just to kind of get it all real quick. So I do like the fatness of the wand. The concealer, like I said, it's extremely full coverage, but it's nice. It doesn't feel dry under the eyes, but it just blends right in, and it gives that very nice brightening effect, full coverage, and it really does give you that ability to kind of shape things out on your face. So I understand why they call it Shape Tape. I really do love this, and I do think if you have drier under eyes, you will not find a problem with this. It doesn't make my under eyes look crepey or creasy. It doesn't settle into my fine lines, even if I don't set it, which is huge for me because I honestly don't think I've found a concealer that I don't have an issue with. I still sometimes will set my eyes with this only because it's like 100 degrees in Texas, and I just, homie, don't play that game. Like, I'm not fixing to risk it some days where I might have creasing. So I have set this, but I have also gone without, and I've noticed that it's held up. Those days that I went without, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really go outside a whole lot, so I don't know if I've really given it a fair shake as far as being outside and testing how it holds up, not creasing in the heat and humidity. But I love it, and honestly, most people are setting their concealer these days, so that's really not going to be like a sale or no sale. As far as if you're interested in this, it's not going to be like a deal breaker. At least I don't personally think. It's not for me. So, but if you've been curious about this, I say take the plunge, try it out. It has been one of my favorites since I got it. Okay, the last three favorites are all from Hourglass. Surprisingly, their face products have been my absolute go-tos. One, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on because I feel like I literally talk about this in like every other video, so you guys are probably like over the fact that I'm going to bring it up again. Go ahead, snore a little bit, but then buy it eventually because this is such a beautiful bronzer. When I first tried it, I didn't like it. I thought it was orange on me, but this is the Luminous Bronze Light Ambient Bronzer from Hourglass. I love this so much. It blends into the skin so beautifully, and it does give that like lit look, and I just find that it kumbayas everything on my face together. It literally kumbayas it. I've been using this just every single day this summer. I feel like I can't stop, won't stop with it because I just put it all over my face with a big fluffy brush, and I don't contour at all. I kind of just bronze up my face with this, and I love the way that it looks because it doesn't get blotchy. It just blends in. It kind of reflects light. It's so pretty. So I love this. Just get it. Okay, I promised I wasn't going to talk too long. Another thing that is a recent pull out, that sounds dirty, but a recent product that I've pulled from my collection that I've had for a while but I've fallen in love again with is this this blush in Ethereal Glow. I love this. This is like a baby doll pink, and recently I've been wearing a ton of coral blushes, and I thought to myself, I want a really light baby pink blush. And so since I've been loving the bronzer, I was like, you know what, I haven't used my Hourglass blushes in a really long time. So I pulled this out. It is like seriously like a light baby pink. If you have fair skin, this is going to work for you. If you have a medium to darker skin, it won't work for you. It's going to look too ashy on you, but this is a really pretty, I don't know if you can see, it's just such a pale like blush. I've been wearing this every single day this week just to give like a little bit of a cooler tone look. I've been loving that with like a pale like pale milky lip. And yeah, the formula of these blushes is so smooth. It's just really nice to have those reflective qualities in it, but it kind of just really gives that air blown or air brushed effect to your face with these complexion products. So I love this blush. And then the last thing is something that when I was kind of going through my collection, I was cleaning some stuff out, I discovered that I still like hadn't really played a ton around with these. This is from Hourglass. This is the Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder in Brilliant Strobe Light. Again, a really, really beautiful highlight. It's what I'm wearing. It's just a nice, like, I would say almost like a white golden. It's so pretty and it just blends in, and I think this would be something perfect for someone with mature skin because it just honestly, it blends right over your skin. It does have a little bit of some fine glitter in it, but I don't notice that on my face when I'm wearing it. Like, I'm looking close up and that does not translate onto my face. It just translates the sheen onto my face. So if you're someone who's like worried about having glitter on your face, I don't find that I see that with this, but I wanted to note that it is in there. But this is just such a really pretty highlight, and I find that it just blends out so beautifully and it looks like just airbrushed onto the face. So I love this, and I'm so glad I kind of rediscovered it. But Hourglass has been winning for me this week. Okay, as for my two flops, I want to start out with the product that I can't really call it a flop. It's almost like a kind of a warning. So I got a bunch of products from Drunk Elephant and I've been loving several of them, but if you've been following me for a while, scents are extremely important to me in a facial care product. Now, Drunk Elephant is known for using ingredients that are nice and natural, and so I expect a natural type of scent in some products when I'm using them for skincare, and if they're like incredible, I can get past the scent. This is one, however, I will not know how incredible it is or isn't because I literally cannot get past the scent. This is the C Firma Day Serum Firm and Brighten, and it has pumpkin ferment extract in it. So when I first put this on my face in the morning, I was like, this smells familiar to me in a food way and not in a good way. And I like couldn't get past it. Like, I could smell it on my hands, everything. So I go out in the other room to do my daughter's hair, and literally almost like in unison, they're like, "Mommy, why do you smell like hot dogs?" Literally, why do you smell like hot dogs? And as soon as they said that, I was like, ding! So the alarm went off to me. That was the scent. It smells like hot dogs. And I'm not kidding, that like not just a faint scent, like a strong hot dog scent. So my husband, like when he called later, he always called and we kind of FaceTime in the morning with all the kids when he's at work. And when he called, they were like, "Mommy smells like hot dogs." And he's like, "So honey, what are you doing? Trying to have all the dogs in the neighborhood chase you?" And I'm like, literally. So if you want all the dogs in the neighborhood to come knocking down your door because you smell like hot dogs, you might want to try this. I feel really bad saying that because this could be an amazing face product. This brand is awesome. I love the packaging. I think the product would probably work, but I can't get past the hot dog scent. So if you're someone who doesn't care about scents at all, you probably won't care about that. But for me, that was a little bit of a deal breaker. And even though this product was sent to me, I feel like you guys know that's an obligation of mine that I have, is just to kind of share anything. And like I said, could be an amazing product. With this, I'm gonna have to pass it on because I don't know if I'll ever know if this is amazing or not because I can't get past the hot dog scent. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is this Triple Sec by Drybar. Now, I heard that this was, and I think it was Jaclyn Hill and some other people who had said that they really, really love this like as a dry shampoo because it texturizes, refreshes, gives volume, you know, does all three of those. I just don't find that this soaks up oils. It definitely gives volume and it definitely adds texture, but as far as soaking up oils, it's not a very good dry shampoo. It does the other things really, really well, but if you're going for a dry shampoo to soak up your oils to try and extend your hair by not having it like look greasy at the roots, this does not do it for me. If I have fresh hair, I can use this to give volume and texture. But if I want to have, you know, like I said, extend my hair as far as it not looking gross and absorbing those oils, this is not something that I personally recommend. I recommend the Nirvana Black dry shampoo, the Elizabeth James of Nirvana Black. That is the absolute best for absorbing oils. And I also like Chlorine dry shampoo. I think it's like goat something, I don't know. I love that one. So if you're looking for two that really soak up the oils, those are the two that I recommend. But the triple sec from Drybar just does the texture and volume. All right, that is it for my Friday favorites and flops. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, leave your favorites down below. Subscribe if you're not already. Subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss a video, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.